Hello, it's so good. My name is Fallon. I have accumulated different sketches and stuff, and this book that I have full of my art, like mostly just sketches, but where's that one that I have? Right here? Yeah. Stuff like that. And I don't sketch in a notebook. I sketch on loose pieces of paper, and then I glue it into this book. I'm not a big Tree of Life fan, but it is a very beautiful sketchbook, or just notebook in general. So I wanted to bring you along with me while I glue these in. I just glued this one in. Now I'm going to glue, I have a studio in my dining room, kind of, but I don't like drawing in there or painting since there's a lot of traffic that goes through there a lot, so I don't enjoy it as much. It's quite cluttered in there. I really want to change it out, but my mom is in a room right now that is not going to be her permanent room, so I'm going to see if I'm able to stay in that room for my studio art instead of being in the dining room. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings recently. Some of them are not as important, some of them I guess are, but not really. This is not, I like the concept of this, but do I love it? Not really. I like that better. When it comes to my art style, I think I have a very big shift, I think. Sometimes I've been working on anatomy more. Actually, no, I think I found my art style for the most part, like illustration wise. But when I was a kid, I really wanted to make stories, like actual animations and comics when I was a kid. I haven't done it though, since I'm not very good at visual art, and it's kind of expensive. So I haven't tried to pursue that, really, honestly. And I never really share my sketches with anyone because my sketches are very loose, as you can tell here. I mean, you can vaguely see what's going on, but you really can't. You really can't. And I have no intention of explaining these very loose sketches. I really don't. So when people ask me and say, what is this about? I say, well, how do you interpret it, pretty much? Because I truly don't care enough to explain what it is about, honestly. I might run out of this glue right here. I don't know how full it is. Some of these are really old, some of these are new. I don't know why this has. I'm gonna cover these pages. Or maybe not. I don't really know. Actually, I'll cover these pages since I'm gonna cover this one. Oh, but these are the ones that I'm doing, and they all kind of match together. So I want to put them on the same spread. So I think I'm just gonna put them here, even though I put paper down intentionally because this is the original paper, this is the paper I add in, so. I guess this is kind of my art process. I want to record more at school, because I have an art class that I do, where I sit there all by myself. There's no other people. It's an independent study, pretty much, but I use it for art. I was feeling really bad on this day. But I couldn't get it right for some reason. I don't know why I couldn't. It just wasn't clicking in these ones because I didn't have the right reference image. We are not allowed to have phones in our school. It's a law. So it's hard to find reference images on Google sometimes, but even then they block some images. They also blocked YouTube, so that makes it even harder to draw sometimes. Yeah, I have graphite all over me. That's okay. I think just getting these in here helps a lot start with the process of... This is actually correlated. This right here is this right here. That's why it's not really filled out. I kind of want to add this together. I think this was the first sketch I did. Yeah, this was the first ever sketch I did of that. Interesting. What is this? Oh, I forget what that is. I think this was supposed to be in the clouds, if I'm correct. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna do that there. Because some of these, I leave an open space. So this is the sketch, and then I can actually do like a little mini piece before doing the final piece of it. Yeah, that's what these are pretty much. I don't want to glue it on those though, since I want to. I can't grab this. I can't grab it. I can't grab it. I can't. Give it to me, please. There we go. I don't know why they're so hard. This was one, but I kind of hate it, honestly. This is my last one. I have to glue it in here. I'm just gonna glue on the back of it. Yeah, I did this in junior year of high school. That's why the page is so yellow. Damn. Okay. I did this a very long time ago. Where's the cap? There's the cap. I have a my style is definitely inspired by J.C. Leyendecker. Oh my god, there's so much fuzz in here. Why is there so much fuzz? It's inspired by J.C. Leyendecker, but also Art Nouveau in a sense, which I think calls to me very deeply. I want to show you some of the frames that I'm going to be using for some of this stuff. Oh. You see back here I have a very small, very wide gallery wall, and over there. Oh yeah, up there. Let me get that. This is faux. I directly painted on this since I kind of liked the frame, but you can't really tell what it is. I do, because I made some of it. It's not done. It's supposed to be a shooting star, I think, landing over here. And there's this lady with long hair, and she's holding out her arms while the shooting star is coming down. And this is supposed to be a silhouette down here. I want to add some borders up here and down here, I think, because I do that a lot in my art. I want to see if I could find a reference of that. Actually, it's one of the first pieces I tried to kind of show you. See the border around it? That's what I mean by the border. That's that. And then I have this frame. Oh my goodness. That is just wood and very blank right now. I have to clean off the edges up here. But this is going to be the last one that I showed you, I think. It's going to be this image, but in where is it? Not there, not there, not there, not there. don't know where it went. But in this color scheme, that is going to be on this. It's quite big. I like working in larger scale, I guess. My first ever piece that I worked on was sophomore year, and let me get that one. It is extremely big. Am I in love with it now? But no, I'm not in love with it now, but it took me 2 months to do it. It was my first ever big painting. I'm still very proud of it though, so. She's almost as tall as me. She's a little stiff, which I don't love. But I think up here is really nice. I think I worked really hard on it. I think I should have done more down here. But I like her a lot. I want to put her somewhere. I don't know where though. I don't know where to put her. Because she doesn't have any more. Her hooks are gone. That's me. Hi. But this is Lady Green. She's showing some nip. I didn't mean to do that, but it kind of just happened. Yeah. I am quite proud of it though, still. Even though I don't like it that much anymore, I'm wiggling it because I like to wiggle it. She makes a fun sound. Wait. My cat is very confused. That's such a nice sound. Oh, and I also have this really heavy giant piece. Hold on. This piece I took off of a door. So she's a lot heavier. She's solid wood. Again, she's quite stiff. I worked on this in the summer of sophomore year of high school. And I want to still work on it, but I don't know how. I definitely want to change it, but I like how I made her right here. So I do want to redo it though. And I also have another pure wood piece. I shall be back again. This one I kind of started painting on, but it's just yellow. I don't have the sketch attached to it. I don't know where that went. This is much smaller than my last two. I do have a slight worry though, with how long they are. They are quite long. The exposure is low. They are quite long. They're narrow. They're very narrow. That's what I'm a little worried about this. Because I already taped off part of it for the border. So, yeah. I am slightly worried about that. But overall, I think They should be okay. They should be okay. I just don't usually work in narrow placements, I guess. Oh, please come out. So, yeah. I need to make a sketch for these. So, I might do that after the video. This is already 20 minutes, so I think I can go sketch now. Yes, I shall go now. I hope this kind of inspired you. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it did. I feel a little embarrassed showing these because they are not my best work, and I feel a lot of imposter syndrome about my artwork. But that is okay, because we evolve and we grow. But thank you for coming with me on this little journey with art. I hope you just put me in the background while I talk. That'd be nice. So, have a good day.